Bill O'Reilly here, Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. More Americans think the Democrat spending bill will hurt rather than help them. Firefighters in New York City defy the vaccine mandate. Philadelphia bans cops from making routine traffic stops in the name of racial justice. Another major store in San Francisco slashes hours because of crime. Also ahead, what should we do with these woke people? But first, new survey says most voters think President Biden's economic package will do them harm. According to a poll from ABC News, 32% believe Joe Biden's plan will hurt them directly. 25% think it will help. 2 in 10 say the legislation will make no difference at all. Even a quarter of Democrats believe the proposal will have little effect. The current bill calls for trillions in entitlement spending. Thousands of first responders in New York City calling out sick to protest the vax mandate. More than 2,000 firefighters opting for medical leave instead of complying and getting vaxxed. The mayor's office confirming 9,000 public employees will not be paid this week. At least 18 firehouses in NYC have closed. Philadelphia, the first city in the country to bar police from stopping drivers for minor violations. Cops are forbidden from pulling over cars with broken taillights, missing license plates, things like that. Mayor Jim Kenney, a very far-left guy, says the move will promote driving equity for the city's black residents. Critics say crimes like grand theft, kidnapping, and outstanding warrants are all uncovered during traffic stops. National grocery chain Safeway cutting hours in San Francisco because it is not safe there. The 24-hour store will now shutter between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. Owners blame the closures on vandalism, theft, and threats to staff. Walgreens Pharmacy has closed 16 stores in the Bay Area. Some shops like Target shut down before dark. Prosecutors in San Francisco refuse to charge anyone caught stealing less than $950 of merchandise. In a moment, wake up and smell the woke. Right back with that. Are you looking for your next investment? Bill O'Reilly here. There are 7 reasons to look at the Nria Real Estate Development Fund. Monthly cash flow payouts of 10% annualized. Bonuses to 21% targeted. They strategically locate in lower risk, high demand areas people want to move to. New construction is short on supply. Real estate affords diversification and safety from stock market risk. Their short and long-term strategy provides for steady returns right now. Nria is an industry leader with a 15-year proven track record. So, if you've been sitting on the sidelines or want to diversify, start your due diligence at nria.net. Or you can call 800-800-1414. That's easy. 800-800-1414.
An offer of securities is only made by the NRIA Private Placement Memorandum. Read it first. Past performance does not guarantee future results. NRIA is a real estate development firm. Learn more at nria.net.
Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. Are you woke or are you awakened? So now the tomahawk chop that fans do at the Atlanta Braves Stadium is racist. Does Jane Fonda know that? While married to one-time Braves owner Ted Turner, the liberal icon was chopping all over the place. Shame on you, Jane. Doesn't she understand doing a tomahawk motion in support of a baseball team demeans Native Americans? Especially when it's done by white fans who apparently are insensitive to what their ancestors did to the Indians. Wait, can I say Indians? Is original settlers better? I don't know. Maybe the very woke Sports Illustrated magazine can tell me. It ran the piece calling millions of fans racist for doing the tomahawk chop. Then there's the Melrose, Massachusetts school district, which banished Halloween this year. Not sure why, but something about minority kids being frightened. That seems to be a bit racist, doesn't it? Only non-white children are scared on the eve of All Hallows? Who knew? How about those new U.S. passports with no gender listed? Just an X. Why X? Why not K? I can't answer that. But I will say if you try to enter Saudi Arabia with a passport stating you're an X, you might be in line for a while. Despite all that, I sense an awakening coming in this country, a backlash against the woke monsters who are devouring American culture one display at a time. Woke is essentially a totalitarian movement perfected by that champion virtue signaler Mao Zedong. Beginning in 1949, the corpulent Mao completely wiped out traditional Chinese culture, replacing it with communist woke stuff. And if you didn't accept Mao's version of wokeism, he had you shot. Power to the people. Joe Biden is woke, even though he may have fallen asleep yesterday at the climate change summit. Last week, Mr. Biden appointed a gender equity czarina. Wait, can I say czarina? If not, I apologize. The president really likes diversity as well, and he loves social justice, along with environmental justice. He wants to spend $550 million taxpayer dollars to ensure justice is served. Mr. Biden says it's an investment. Got it. Let's face it, the woke monsters are everywhere, reminding us we can no longer say certain things or do certain things. They are often snooty zealots who might have tried out for Mao's Red Guards. They are on a mission to collapse independent thought and turn Americans into politically correct pod people. But now some folks may be awakening to the threat. And the truth is that we, the people, collectively have more power than the corrupt media, and we outnumber the woke monsters by a big margin. So next time some woke person comes up to you and does something stupid, step away and do the tomahawk chop. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. For more honest news analysis, please visit BillO'Reilly.com. And you can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. In a moment, something you might not know. Fellow Americans, Bill O'Reilly here. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's noticed the state of our great nation has changed dramatically. And with it, the world's rock-solid confidence in the U.S. dollar. Thanks to our government's out-of-control spending, many believe we'll see dark days ahead for the dollar. That's why today millions of Americans are putting a portion of their savings in gold and silver. And with their sterling reputation, American Hartford Gold is the only company I am happy to put my name behind. All it takes to get started is a short phone call, and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA. Plus, tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $1,500 of free silver on your first order. Call 877-444-GOLD-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. That's 877-444-GOLD-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. More than 1 million books are published in the USA every year. A majority sell less than 250 copies. But a select few become huge hits. And here are the best-selling novels of all time. 5 works of fiction that have topped 100 million in sales. First, Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. The author used her experience working in a hospital during World War I to inspire different murders. Her classic mysteries have been adapted in film and TV more than 50 times. Next, C.S. Lewis, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The book was inspired by the writer's life in the Second World War. 3 young children were sent to live with Lewis in the English countryside to avoid air raids in London. They became his characters. Third spot, The only work not originally published in English, The Little Prince. The story follows a young French royal as he travels across the universe. This simple fable has sold more than 120 million copies since it was first published in the 1940s. Number 2, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. 140 million books in circulation for author J.K. Rowling. She penned the novel by hand in a tiny Scottish coffee shop. Each year, thousands of tourists descend on the Elephant House Cafe in Edinburgh to see the spot where Harry Potter was created. Finally, the best-selling novel of all time, The Hobbit, by J.R.R. Tolkien. Since its publication in 1937, more than 150 million copies have been sold. And here's something else you might not know. The fate of The Hobbit was decided by a 10-year-old boy. Tolkien started promoting his finished manuscript in 1932, but nobody would buy it. Most thought it was too long and too difficult to read. So a staffer at a major publishing house had his young son read the book and write a one-page review. The child's favorable comments led to the publication of The Hobbit. By the way, the best-selling nonfiction book series of all time, The Killing Books, by some guy named O'Reilly. Nearly 20 million of the killing history books in print right now. Now this. Thousands of animals are abandoned in the wilderness in America, and they need your help. I partnered up with Delta Rescue, the largest no-kill, care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world. Founded by actor Leo Grillo, Delta Animal Sanctuary is a one-of-a-kind rescue. Trained attendants look after each animal, providing them with food, treats, toys, and affection. Also, Delta Rescue has an on-site animal hospital that operates 365 days a year, and unlike others, Delta Rescue believes in giving animals a right to life. They allow all moms to have their litters, then care for the entire family for life. Delta Rescue relies solely on donations from people like us to help fulfill their mission. Support Delta Rescue and put your legacy to work. Delta's tax-saving estate planning. Grow your estate while letting your compassion for animals live on well into the future. Learn more at deltarescue.org/bill. deltarescue.org/bill. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.